Cavin Elizabeth, a wedding photographer based in San Diego, and today I wanted to do a video a little bit about myself and what this channel is all about because there are a lot of you who are new here. I just recently did a collaboration with Jamie Wolfer and I will link that up here. We did one on both of our channels, so there's a lot of you guys who are coming over from hers. So welcome, I'm so happy you guys are here. So to give you guys a little bit of information about what this channel is, I know that there's already an intro video that describes what kind of videos I talk about. So that is already up there. I will link that up here. And basically today I wanted to talk about something a little bit different, which is what really the point of this channel is, because you know, the more viewers you get, the more comments you get, and I have realized that some people, not on just my videos, but on a lot of wedding related videos, can get a little negative because they're making the wrong assumptions about what the content is supposed to be. So I wanted to tell you guys first and foremost that what my channel is an educational advice channel. That is simply it. If you do not like the advice or the advice does not apply to you, then move on. You do not have to be nasty about it. Not every single video I make is going to apply to you. I can't just direct my videos towards one kind of bride or towards one kind of budget or towards one kind of style. My videos are made just generally for brides and grooms, okay? So if there's a video that doesn't apply to you, I'm sure there's so many more that do apply to you or that talk more about things that you like. Sometimes I talk about advice tips that do require spending a little bit more money, but sometimes I do a lot of videos on advice that cost you no money at all. So there's always going to be something out there. What I like to do is I like to tell brides and grooms what I think works best and what I think doesn't really work that well. And this is all based on my years of experience of photographing over 80 weddings in the last 4.5 years, okay? So I have seen a lot. I would definitely consider myself an expert at this point, like I hate to toot my own horn, but I have seen these things. A lot of brides and grooms out there have never seen these things or they have not seen them so closely and so frequently like I have. So if I tell you guys something, it's because that comes from my experience, whether it's from my own weddings, from my own shooting, or from other vendors I know who've worked even more weddings than I have and what I've heard from them. So that's where this comes from. I don't just pull these things out of a hat. These come from solid things that I see and observe, or things that I think will do better, or just simply things like, hey, if you made these changes, I think that this would make your photos a little bit better. Do you have to do those? No, you don't have to do those. That's totally fine. But basically my channel is just here to educate you guys, tell you what I have seen from my wedding photography perspective, and hopefully it helps you guys to think a little bit differently about your planning or implement some changes, whether or not they cost money, in order to achieve what you're after. Now, if I'm saying things like, oh, this is gonna make this, this, and this better, but you don't really care about that being better, totally fine. Do whatever you want. I never tell people what they have to do. I tell people what I think they should do if they want to achieve X, Y, and Z. So that is essentially the point of this channel. So on the note of more budget related things and spending money, you don't always have to spend money to make your wedding flow better or look better in photos. Yeah, money goes a long way. If you have more money, or if you can simply take the same amount of budget but reallocate it differently, oftentimes that can help you out. But there's a lot of things on here that you don't have to spend any money to do. It's just simply a matter of changing timing, or just switching up a couple of things in your day, or just making this decision instead of that decision. Now, in terms of wedding budgets in general and who I speak to, most of my clients are not DIY brides. They were in the beginning and now they're not. I've sort of priced myself out of that. I still love DIY brides. I think it's so awesome when you can get creative and do things yourself, not only to save money, but to really get that artsy side of yourself going. But most of my videos are probably going to be geared towards just general weddings, not specifically DIY and not specifically luxury weddings. I do this on my own time and my own dime. These videos take a long time to produce and edit and set up and make sure I can schedule time to film them and to have everything go up for you guys. So I hope that you guys get a lot of great information out of this channel. If you are more of a reader, I do have a book, A Bride's Guide to a Picture Perfect Wedding, that you guys can get on Amazon. That is linked down below. If you are more of like a digital reader, not so much of a book reader, I do have my blog. I tend to post a shoot, some sort of session or wedding, usually every Tuesday, and then Thursdays I post some sort of wedding tip. So one more point that I would like to make about budget is that No matter if your budget is $5,000 or $5 million, if you're a Jonas brother, you deserve to have the budget for your wedding that you can afford and that you want and prioritize, okay? I see online a lot of brides shaming other brides and grooms for spending more on their wedding than that other person thinks is reasonable. That is never your place to deem what somebody should or should not be spending on their wedding. Every adult can make their own decisions. Some people have more money than others. Some people simply prioritize their wedding and want to allocate way more to it. So it's the sort of thing where I see a lot of brides just, saying, oh, that's ridiculous. Like, I would never spend that much money. That's fine. You don't need to say that, okay? Because I don't think it would feel very good if a bride with a higher budget was shaming you for having a lower budget. I've rarely seen that happen. But I see a lot of things online, not on my videos, but just on like Reddit or wedding planning forums of brides scoffing at other brides. I don't know if it's out of jealousy or just trying to be negative in general, but I don't think that's okay. So everybody deserves to have the budget that they want for their wedding. Some people like to spend their money in other ways than other people. So some people might go crazy spending a ton of money on like fishing rods if they love to go fishing. I would never do that, but it's not my place to make judgments about them because that's what they value and that's what they care about. The same kind of goes with photography. Some people really value photography and are willing to spend upwards of $6,000 on it if they have that in their budget. Some people will spend $3,000 if that's their highest budget. But my point is people will kind of budget for what they want based on what they can afford and how they prioritize it. Some people might not care about photos at all. Maybe they've got a high budget, like maybe their budget is $75,000, but they don't care about photos. Maybe they budget like $3,000 for it, which is not a proportional thing if you go to national averages. But maybe some people have a $10,000 wedding budget and they budget $3,000 for photos. So it's all about what you care about and what you prioritize, and nobody should ever be shamed for spending the way that they want to spend. It is their money, it's not your money, it doesn't hurt you ever. So always be nice and always keep in mind that everybody has a different budget and everybody is going to spend as they see fit. Some people do it irresponsibly, it's fine. That's their life. It's not going to affect me, so I'm not going to make a judgment on it. But I just wanted to say all of this because you do you, okay? That's my whole thing, is you do what you want to do when that comes to how you plan your wedding, what advice that you kind of implement, what you listen to, what you find fits for you. And if I ever make a video where something doesn't work for you, instead of leaving a comment that is kind of negative and like, well, this doesn't apply to me, and being a little bit rude about it, either move on, find another video that resonates with you, or what you can do if you're feeling like, I don't know, if you're feeling bothered that it's not really working for your situation, all you have to do instead of being rude in the comments is saying, hey, this isn't gonna work for me for X, Y, and Z, like what can I do instead? I am great at thinking of alternatives and creative solutions. I can make almost anything work. If I just know the parameters, I can give suggestions. I love doing that. So if I make a video and I don't mention something that will work for you, ask me. Tell me about your situation and I will answer in the comments what I think can help you. So I am here to help. That is all that I do on this channel, and it's something that I really am very passionate about, is helping brides from somebody's point of view who has experienced a lot of weddings, okay? So I have been to so many. I've seen it all, the good, the bad, the ugly, and I'm here to share my experiences as advice. So I hope you guys enjoy my videos. I hope that you go watch a bunch and that you get a lot of help out of it. If you have any video ideas, please leave them down in the comments below. Or if there's something that you are struggling with for your own wedding planning and you would like some suggestions, leave that below and I will do my best to help you out. See you guys later. Bye!